I'm Akanksha Swaroop. Now, Russian defenses are crumbling as Ukraine has reclaimed some crucial territories in the week gone by. As a result, Moscow is making a hasty retreat. In fact, Ukrainian troops are now pushing all the way to the country's northeastern border. Ukraine also claims to have captured a record number of Russian soldiers as well. So much so, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has said that his forces have liberated more than 6,000 square kilometers in the east and south of Ukraine so far in September alone. He confirmed that Ukrainian troops had recaptured the strategic city of Izium in the eastern part of Ukraine. In fact, on Monday, the US military said that Russia had largely lost territory it had seized near Kharkiv, which, remember, is a very significant town in the eastern part of Ukraine. Now, the latest developments have changed the tide of a war that has raged on for more than half a year and changed the geopolitical fabric of Europe. The US military also confirmed that Russian soldiers were retreating across the border. Moreover, Russia's seizure of two big cities, and I'm talking about Izium and Kupiansk, which are of course in the Kharkiv region, have dealt a huge blow to Russian supply lines in the region. Kupiansk's railway was used to resupply Moscow's forces in Russian-held Donetsk region, while Izium has also proven to be a vital link to Donbass. Also, on Thursday, Ukrainian troops had pushed towards the east and seized Balaklia. Let's now also show you how things stand as of now in Ukraine. First, let me break down what we have tried showing you in the map. As far as this red striped region is concerned, that is the Russian-controlled Ukrainian property that was held by Russia prior to the war, which began in February 2022. And in red, you can see the Russian-controlled Ukrainian territory, which Russia has invaded so far. And in blue, you can see the claimed Ukrainian counter-offensives. These are the regions where the counter-offensive is currently on. As you can see in blue, we've highlighted all those regions where Ukraine currently is trying to reclaim its lost territory, which it lost to Russia. The very crucial region which remains is Kharkiv. This is, of course, a significant part which has been reclaimed by Ukraine so far. And of course, as I was mentioning, this also includes Izium, it includes Kupiansk and Balaklia, which I was talking about earlier, that had been taken over by Ukraine in just the last 1 week. Isn't that phenomenal, considering the fact that these are areas and regions which Russia took months, because remember, it was in late February that the war began, and within a span of days, Ukraine has gone ahead and reclaimed that territory. We know that currently, Zaporizhia also negotiations are on because on Sunday itself, Russian President spoke with the French President as well, Macron, and Putin had a phone call, a conversation over a phone call, where the French President Emmanuel Macron requested Putin to consider giving up weapons and arms and ammunition in Zaporizhia. As we all know, it happens to be a very fragile nuclear power station, the largest in Europe, and scientists are in fact anticipating a nuclear catastrophe if action and demilitarization in this entire zone doesn't take place ASAP. Having said that, Kherson, another region which of course has been occupied by Russia, this seems to be now coming gradually under Ukrainian control. We are also learning of reports that negotiations are currently on between Russia and Ukraine for Russia to give up and recede away from this property, from this region. And with that, that brings us to Kiev now, holding its fort very strong. The latest developments, especially in the week gone by, have come across as only more hope for the Ukrainians. And so it should be noted that Russian army's morale is very low as it faces defeat in major regions that I just showed you on the map. The United States, in the meantime, has also been quick in claiming credit for Ukraine's progress. On Monday, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken said, and I quote, "Ukraine has benefited from significant support from the United States and many other countries in terms of making sure that Ukraine has in its hands the equipment it needs to prosecute this counter-offensive." And now on Saturday, Russia's defense ministry confirmed troop withdrawals from the region that Ukraine has recently reclaimed. However, the move was cast as part of a plan to redeploy forces further east to liberate Donbass. That is something that has not gone down well with strategic affairs experts commenting on Russia and Ukraine. They said that Russia should have been more chivalrous in owning up to this recent defeat. Nonetheless, Ukraine's masterstroke is cathartic and reassuring for its Western backers. The Russians still hold around a fifth of the country, and few imagine a swift end to this war. But the Ukrainians have now shown they can beat the Russians in battle, not just outmaneuver them. The question that begs our attention now is how far will Ukraine go to reclaim its land, and how soon will Russia give up?